would say that I had started my teaching journey pretty recently. I was actually in the physical therapy program at Seton Hall until last summer, and then I transferred over to secondary education and biology, and since then it's been a pretty fun journey. There's a couple of reasons why I transferred over to the secondary education program. At home, usually, whenever my sisters have a problem with homework or a lesson that they learned in class, usually I'm the one that helps them out, especially if it deals with math or science. And it always gave me a good feeling in the end when they actually understood what I was talking about. And same thing goes with when I'm at work. Whenever a customer has a problem with understanding something that they just bought or about a new technology, it always gave me a great feeling when I finally explained it to them and they understood it and they were very happy about having learned something new. Coming into the program, I really didn't know anything about teaching. I didn't know anything about how to make a good lesson plan or the different types of lessons that I can actually run in the classroom. However, I learned a lot from the different teachers I had throughout the year. For example, I had Professor Mueller and Professor Daly last semester, and I learned a lot about being a passionate teacher, as well as coming up with good lessons from them. For example, in Professor Daly's class, we learned about conducting deliberations, which I had never really heard of before, but I like them because I feel students can learn a lot from them because they get to understand both sides of an argument. In addition, I did a 25-hour field experience with my old AP biology teacher, and I learned a lot from him, especially about asking students critical thinking questions to see if they can use their understanding of a biological concept to answer a certain question. This semester, I just did a 60-hour field experience with him, and I learned even more from him. I also had Professor Katz this semester and learned a lot about introducing culture to the curriculum. But I'd say the class that I learned the most from is probably Professor Devlin Scherer's class. I learned a tremendous amount in her class, especially about the different types of lessons that can be used in a classroom that can also be very fun for the students. I think that my favorite lessons to do overall were the inquiry lessons and the reading for meaning lessons because they were really fun and got the students thinking. And they're probably going to be lesson techniques that I'll definitely use in the future. Also, since we were assigned to research 10 different lesson plans, I learned a lot about other fun lessons that can be used to teach different concepts in biology. Overall, I feel that I've improved a lot in many areas throughout the semester, especially in my public speaking and lesson planning. I think my biggest strength is that I'm becoming more and more confident with my lesson planning, especially because of this class and because of the fact that I've had to teach a class for my 60-hour field experience observation. So far, it's been a great journey for me in which I've learned a lot. Sadly, I will most likely not be attending Seton Hall next year and will most likely be transferring to another university due to personal reasons. The stuff that I've learned here in this class with Professor Devlin Scherer and my awesome peers is probably the best stuff I'll ever learn, and it's definitely stuff I'll carry into my career. So I'd like to thank everyone for giving me an awesome experience in my teaching journey.